Our WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day continues into the evening. I'll show you how more rounds of thunderstorms may impact the next few hours.
Family and friends searching for a missing Kentucky couple tried something new today. How some dogs are helping out.
And honoring the forgotten. How 2 Franklin County women want to make sure people who receive pauper burials are remembered for generations to come.
WKYT News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Good evening and thanks for watching. Well, you can see it on the Defender Radar Network right here. Storms have fired up across parts of the state, and some of them have been severe at times.
It is a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. We begin tonight with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. He shows us what he's tracking right now. Chris?
Yeah, nothing that is widespread in terms of severe weather out there, but the local pockets of some high winds knocking down some trees into parts of Garrett County, Boyle County a little earlier, Laurel County. We got some trees down, northeastern Kentucky, some trees down. So it's not like it's one big, just wide swath of damage. You're getting some pockets of some gusty winds out there. Right now, the wind threat increasing a bit across northern Kentucky. That's a severe thunderstorm warning out for parts of Boone, Kenton, Campbell counties into the northern tip of the Bluegrass State. Thunderstorms here in northern Scott County working into Harrison County. Folks around the Berry area, northwest of Cynthiana, right on top of Sadieville, the Corinth area, and heading into southern parts of Grant County, thunder and lightning. And here we go with that severe thunderstorm warning for this cell that is not too far away from the Kentucky Speedway, and it is rolling its way toward the east. Lexington Metro, most of the action, at least right now, is off to our north and northwest. Strong thunderstorms northeastern Kentucky, a lot of wind damage near the Ashland area where some flash flooding is ongoing as well. Southeastern Kentucky, storms here trying to kick back up just a little from Knott County down into Letcher County. Farther to the south and southwest, some lighter rains across London, Corbin, Somerset. But overall, as we go through the next few hours, we should begin to see some of those storms diminishing a little bit, especially after sunset. Though still, guys, some pockets of stronger thunderstorms over the next 2 to 3 hours may cause some local high water issues and may cause some local wind damage as well. We'll continue to focus on what's out there now and what may show up for the coming weekend when I come back in a few.
Chris, thank you. Friends and family say they will not give up until they find something. Tonight, there are new developments in the search for a missing northern Kentucky couple police say was murdered.
Robert Jones and Crystal Warner were last seen leaving a Washington County cabin on July 3rd. Today, a canine group helped with the search there. Hillary Thornton has the latest in our top story at 6.
The family of Robert Jones, known as Bobby, and his girlfriend Crystal Warner refused to give up. Today, getting some help from a team equipped with a strong sense of smell.
We will do whatever it takes to help find them.
The couple was last heard from on July 3rd. Family members say they were checking on the rental property Jones owned, where he was having some issues with the tenant. 5 days later, police arresting that tenant, Craig Pennington, charging him with 2 counts of murder. The couple's vehicle was found abandoned in Georgetown. However, their bodies have not yet been found. Now hoping for justice, but even more so the ability to lay their loved ones to rest.
When the family contacted us, I knew immediately about the case, and my heart went out to them. And we said we'd be happy to help in any way that we can.
Friends and family have not stopped searching. Today, they are thankful for the help of the nonprofit group WKYT, searching the place where a witness saw Pennington shoot and kill the couple. The K9 search team says what they're doing out here today at the Texas Road property is an important step for the family as they continue searching for their loved ones.
The family would like to feel confident that to clear the area where the murder occurred. So we've come with our search dogs. They're human remains detection dogs, and we're checking the property. Family really wanted this to be done, so we thought this would be a good thing to get accomplished.
In Washington County, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
And we have learned there is another search plan for the couple Saturday in Clark County. UK basketball coach John Calipari sent an autographed picture and a letter to Robert Jones's 3 sons. In that letter, Coach Cal extended his sympathy, and he said he knew Jones was a loyal UK fan. The boy's mother tells us they were happy to receive the letter, and they framed it immediately.
Tonight, we are learning more about the case against a Lexington man accused of threatening police departments in 2 states. Raynell White answered to multiple charges in court this afternoon. Police say he made threatening calls to police departments in Houston and San Antonio, Texas, as well as West Bloomfield, Michigan. As Caitlin Sentner tells us, police say White also made threats in the Lexington area.
A Lexington man is behind bars after police say he threatened multiple police agencies across the country. According to his arrest warrant, Raynell White called the Houston Police Department, the San Antonio Police Department, and West Bloomfield Police Department in Michigan all in the last few days. In each case, the warrant says the calls were alarming and reference violence and the recent deadly shootings of officers in Dallas. West Bloomfield says the 30-year-old identified himself as anti-white and threatened to kill officers. And according to Houston police, he said that no white person was safe.
He has a former violent criminal history and had made it to Ural Station. We had been looking for him already, and we had been trying to track him down.
White actually called WKYT multiple times this week using an angry and threatening tone against us and police. In a phone call to us, he said, quote, "I don't give an expletive if you call the Lexington police. Expletive them honkies. What they gonna do? Come and shoot an unarmed black man? Expletive the Lexington police." White faces 3 counts of harassing communications and 2 counts of terroristic threatening. This was the 2nd day in a row that Raynell White was in court, and it's the 2nd time he asked for a bond reduction.
Hey man, can I get an OR bond? I'm trying to get back to work.
Are you serious, Mr. White, in asking me that?
Yes.
No, sir, absolutely not.
Can I get my bond reduced?
No, sir, I'm not willing to reduce your bond.
You cannot ignore anything that comes in as a threat. We are monitoring social media, we are monitoring other intel sites, and we evaluate everyone that's making a threat currently.
Chief Barnard told us police are working with groups in town to build better relationships with the community. In Lexington, Caitlin Sentner, WKYT.
The judge banned White from making phone calls from jail. White will also be served for a probation violation. Police have arrested a Clark County constable they say they caught selling drugs. The Clark County Sheriff says investigators saw Constable Glenn Witt selling 7 pills yesterday. Investigators say they even recorded it with video and audio.
Been investigating this for several months. They used a confidential informant and they ended up making some drug buys from Mr. Witt.
When police arrested Witt, they said that he had a handgun and his constable's badge with him. He's charged with drug trafficking. The Clark County Judge Executive says because the constable is an elected constitutional office in Kentucky, county leaders don't have a say on whether Witt keeps his position. That will be up to the state.
It's something that many of us don't really think about. When people die with no money or a family to claim them, they're often given a pauper burial. And in some cases, these people are buried in graves without a marker or even a record of exactly where they went. But Sean Moody tells us, new at 6, 2 women in Franklin County are trying to find a way to honor the forgotten.
Watch where you're going.
Lil Wise and her daughter Mary Jo Sullivan have been roaming Green Hill Cemetery for a while now.
Old Gray Mary just ain't what she used to be, so I have to have this cane to help me. I have fallen 3 times, so they're threatening me if I don't use this.
They're searching.
There's something back here.
Did you find anything back there?
Anything at all would be helpful.
I mean, that could mean something. This could mean something.
Trying to see if there was a name on that.
To find people you might not realize are even here.
But even something like that would be good if a pauper was put here and couldn't afford a stone. They were paupers, couldn't afford to be buried.
We just want to honor them. Give them the recognition they deserve and to let them know they're not forgotten.
There's nothing at all to let you know where they are. To Mary Jo and Lil, it just didn't seem right.
What kind of coffin were they put in? What, did they... It just breaks your heart to think about that.
So they're trying to do something. They don't expect they'll be able to find where each grave is out here, so they want to have one headstone for everybody.
If we could get something like that, would be nice.
At one point, Mary Jo and Lil thought there might be more people buried out here in this brushy area. In fact, they're maybe going to try and get it cleared out so they can see. You can tell they've been spending a lot of time out here, and that's because they're searching for one person in particular.
I was 2 years old when she passed, so I never knew her. And that hurts. I know you love your mother, and I know it would hurt you when she's gone.
Under the ground, out here somewhere, is Mary Ayers, Lil's mom.
And I would love to know, but I guess I'll never find that out.
For decades, Lil wasn't even sure what cemetery her mom was in. Then just a few years ago, she and Mary Jo came across her death certificate.
Mary B. Ayers,
Mary was a young mom.
19 years, 9 months, and 28 days. Love her heart.
And right there on that paper was a breakthrough. Green Hill Cemetery.
Date of burial, February 17th, 1927.
I just think, well, I wonder if she's here or there or where. Or am I walking on her grave? Or does she know I'm here? And I'm sure she does.
Mary Jo and Lil know that finding the exact spot where Mary lies is a long shot.
That's been, what, 88 years ago, so you know there's no way of finding it now.
Even so, they can still do some good.
I hope we have a great big celebration for these people and give them the honor that they deserve and the reverence and the respect.
Until that day, Lil will keep on searching.
It means a whole lot to have a mother. And, but if we can help someone else, that'll mean a whole lot.
They were searching for answers.
Our mission will not be accomplished until everybody gets honored.
But they just might be the answer. In Frankfurt, Sean Moody, WKYT.
We hope they find her. After reaching out to some coroners and cemetery managers around the state, we have not been able to find anyone who keeps an exact number of how many people have been given pauper burials. But the Franklin County coroner says it is on the rise. A meeting will be held Monday to figure out how to move forward with the memorial.
Fayette County Public Schools have received a grant that Superintendent Manny Clark calls game-changing. We'll explain in 8 minutes.
Thunderstorms continue to rumble across the region right now. We'll show you future radar for the rest of the evening. We're not going to back in a moment. It's WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Pockets of thunderstorms packing a punch out there today. Getting wind damage reports out of parts of Garrett and Boyle counties. A lot of trees and power lines down into those areas. London, around Laurel County, some trees down northeastern Kentucky. And now we're watching the western sky for the possibility of more thunderstorms. Upper 70s, bluegrass region, humidity continues to be off the charts, and we're starting now to see another line of thunderstorms trying to come together. And I'm going to show you future radar in just a moment that actually shows that line picking up a little steam as it blows into central Kentucky. Why not at this point? Let's get you caught up on what all is going on right now. Look at the lightning that is really increasing now from Covington down into parts of Owen County, just to the west of Williamstown. Severe thunderstorm warning allowed to expire in northern Kentucky. Lexington looking to our north, got the darkening skies out there, just some general rain into Stamping Ground, Sadieville. We start to pick up on a little thunder and lightning here, and that continues into most of Harrison County, and now crossing Harrison County into the Falmouth area over toward Mount Olivet, Robertson County. But watching this line that is beginning to increase, at least the amount of lightning is, from south of Covington into northern Owen County, and that extends toward Louisville, breaks up a little bit, but then there's another complex of storms developing to the southwest of that. Strong thunderstorms that moved into central Kentucky earlier are now to the northeastern part of the state, where we have a lot of wind damage coming out of the Ashland area. And Louisa, where we had a tornado touchdown back on, I believe, the actual 4th of July. You're getting in on some gusty thunderstorms there. Thunderstorms here into Knott County, parts of Floyd, southern Magoffin as well. Here we go with that line, though, that is gearing up to the west of us. And I'm watching this little swirl in the clouds because last night at about midnight, a little after, I did a Facebook Live from the weather office showing a future radar today that had a swirl showing up across southern Kentucky. And there it is. Shows you how good sometimes those computer models can actually be. So let's show you that same computer model and see what it is suggesting. Notice how it blows up a little line of thunderstorms here into parts of the Bluegrass region into northeastern Kentucky over the next several hours. Then that begins to weaken a little bit into early tomorrow morning, though another round tries to develop and head toward the Louisville metro area through 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Pockets of severe weather. It's not widespread out there this evening. Some local wind damage, maybe a little pea-sized hail, and some local stream and street flooding is a possibility. Tornado threat is very, very, very low in a situation like this. Next couple of days will feature a cold front getting into town and then kind of putting the brakes on through the day tomorrow. What that is likely to do into the afternoon, I said this about this same model for today, yesterday, that it was underdone with the thunderstorms. Think that is the case. Kind of playing catch up by late afternoon and evening with some storms. Then that front becomes stationary across the Volunteer State. Look what happens on Saturday. Farther south you go, better the chance for some rain. Farther north you go, better the chance we hang out into some better weather. Then by Saturday night into Sunday, everybody starts to get in on at least a day of better weather. Then later Monday, storm chances are back in here. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't get a strong storm or two by Monday night, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. But that line of thunderstorms developing to our west will rumble through this evening.
Hope it doesn't cause much damage.
Hey, local pockets of some wind damage a possibility. A lot of lightning and heavy rain, though.
Okay. Thanks, Chris.
We are tracking breaking news tonight out of France. CBS News is reporting at least 30 people have died after a truck plowed into a crowd celebrating Bastille Day. The mayor of Nice is calling it an apparent attack. Gunshots have also been heard. Scott Pelley will have the very latest on the CBS Evening News coming up right after our news at 6:30. Fayette County school leaders call it an historic initiative. They say the district will receive a $600,000 grant to help close the achievement gap.
School Superintendent Manny Kalk says the money will be used to establish what he calls the Office for Educating Boys of Color. In particular, school leaders say they'll focus on African American and Hispanic students. Kalk says that current data shows lower levels of proficiency in reading and math assessments for those students. And he says the new office will put them on the same playing field as other students.
This is a comprehensive effort to address those disparities. We got the data, we're done studying, the time to act is now.
Kalk says the school district has plans for 6 major projects in connection to that new office.
A preseason honor for a Wildcat running back.
Well, you have to be pretty good to be a candidate for the Doak Walker Award, and Phil Mickelson with a chance to become the first man ever to shoot 62 in a major. Round 1 of the Open Championship is next in sports. The UK running back Boom Williams is a candidate for the Doak Walker Award, which goes annually to college football's top back. Last season, Boom had 5 games of over 100 yards rushing for the Cats, and he averaged a school record 7.1 yards per carry. The list of candidates for the award is headlined by LSU's Leonard Fournette and Christian McCaffrey of Stanford. They were both finalists last year. Last year, LSU ripped off 7 straight wins to start the season, but then dropped 3 straight, including a pounding by Alabama, and finished 9-3. There was talk that Coach Les Miles would be out after 11 seasons and a national title. He survived, and today in Birmingham, he denied feeling any additional pressure to put the Tigers back on top in the SEC.
We've exceeded those expectations many times, so I think that that's something that we're very comfortable with. I have never felt an overriding pressure any differently than the first day.
It was like it was a soap opera, to be honest, because you never knew what was going to happen. You know what I mean? But his whole message to the team was let's play for ourselves. But at the end of the day, that is our coach, and we play for him.
Former Kentucky forward Terrence Jones reportedly headed to the New Orleans Pelicans with a 1-year contract. The move would reunite Jones with Anthony Davis. The pair, of course, were together in UK's front court, helping the Cats win that 2012 national title. Over the last 4 seasons, Terrence has averaged better than 10 points and almost 6 rebounds with the Houston Rockets, but he battled injuries most of last season, missing 32 games. Round one of the Open Championship, golf's third major, and conditions were absolutely perfect at Royal Troon. Kentuckian J.B. Holmes 3 under through 9. After a double bogey at 13, Holmes is just off the green, looking for birdie at 14, and he has it right on track. He shot a 1 under par 70. Story of the day was all about Phil Mickelson, whose last major win was in the 2013 Open Championship at Muirfield. Birdie at 16 put lefty at -7, and at 17, for another birdie, he moves to 8 under. And on 18, Mickelson trying to shoot 62. Here it is. No one had ever shot 62 in a major. It rims out. He couldn't believe it. He was disappointed. His 63 is a new record at Troon.
I felt like it was kind of easy. Like, I didn't try to do too much. I just kind of kept the ball in play and hit good shots and made some putts, and it didn't feel like I was overworking. Now, we had the most amazing day today. I mean, I haven't seen this weather here in 11 days of being over here, and it was just pristine. I haven't seen the wind this calm. I haven't seen the sun like that. I mean, it was a beautiful day, and I took advantage of it. It was fun.
And Mickelson is 2 shots ahead of Martin Keimer and Patrick Reed, and you can see just how good the scoring was today. 7 players shot 4 under 67, including Justin Thomas, Zach Johnson, and Keegan Bradley. The Americans doing very, very well. 25 other players have shot 63 in a major, but still no one has shot 62. Sam Amber, back to you.
Pretty exciting.
God, he was so close.
Final check of your first alert forecast is next.
And then on the CBS Evening News, police say road rage is becoming a major problem, and a new study shows just how widespread aggressive driving is. All right, we have storms sort of firing all over the place.
They are. They're coming at us in clusters, and now we're watching a line of some thunderstorms gearing up again. Northern Kentucky, severe thunderstorm warning out Bracken into Campbell, Kenton, and Pendleton counties. That will take us until 7 o'clock. Campbell County included in that as well. That may head into parts of Harrison County toward the Maysville area and look to the southwest of Louisville. Thunderstorms developing there. We'll be on them all evening long.
Looks like a lot of lightning.
A lot of lightning, a lot of heavy rain, too.
All right, we'll see you back here tonight at 11.